Vivek Ramaswamy destroys a CNN anchor live on air. They thought they were all-knowing, but they lost. Let's look at it together.
Not a single mention of the most relevant statute in that document means that indictment is a politicized document. That's why I want to get back to the bottom of the politics behind it, and we need transparency there.
According to the indictment, quote, the classified documents Trump stored in his boxes included information regarding defense and weapons capabilities of both the United States and foreign countries, United States nuclear programs, potential vulnerabilities of the United States and its allies to military attack, and plans for possible retaliation in response to a foreign attack. So we are talking about very, very sensitive information, which, again, Trump allegedly stored in a bathroom, ballroom, in his bedroom. Is that more than just bad judgment?
Yes, of course it is. Why wasn't it clear from the beginning that they were just trying to put him behind bars? Democrats fear nothing and will do anything. And that's why the 2024 Republican presidential candidate who is vying with Trump for the nomination joined CNN's State of the Union program on Sunday for an interview with Dana Bash. The conversation mostly revolved around the 37 counts Trump has been indicted on for obstruction, conspiracy, and illegal possession of classified documents related to U.S. national security.
It's very bad judgment, no doubt about it.
So you do have issues with that?
I do, if those allegations are true. By the way, the reason we have a court of law is, and I am personally deeply skeptical of everything in that indictment, so I will not believe it until we actually see it aired in a court of law. And the reason I don't believe it, Dana, is the selective omission of a bunch of other facts that should have been in that indictment. A treatment of a bunch of other statutes that are relevant to this alleged crime that were mentioned nowhere, that I personally have no faith whatsoever in those vague allegations. So if those are true, yes, I think that's reflective of very bad judgment. I'm skeptical that it even is true. But the bottom line is we cannot conflate a bad judgment with a violation of the law. And that's what it's at issue.
And we should note,
it's certainly true. He just doesn't want to be heard when he wants to be heard so badly. All business is bought, and we all remember what happened in New York recently. Now people are furious and realize it's out of bounds. Vivek is right as always.
You know, when an indictment in order to get an indictment, it has to be approved by a grand jury.
What they taught us in law school is that you can get a grand jury to indict a ham sandwich.
Just on principle, do you think it would be a mistake for the Republican Party to nominate somebody who is facing serious federal criminal charges?
Look, I'm in this race to win this race because I think we need to move forward as a country. I think we go forward with the agenda if we're grounded in first principles and moral authority. That's why I'm in this race. But that's not for you or I or certainly the federal administrative police state to decide. That's for the people of this country to decide.
The interview continued with Ramaswamy stating he is deeply skeptical of everything in that indictment, so I will not believe it until we actually see it aired in a court of law. After serving up more slights against the indictment, Ramaswamy declared the country a federal administrative police state as he slammed the indictment of Biden's top Republican rival.
It is, obviously, as you said, it is unprecedented. I should say that there have been democracies that have prosecuted, put criminal prosecution of former leaders because those times have been so extraordinary.
And here in the middle of an election.
And this obviously is very extraordinary.
I disagree with the allegations. I just think I do not believe those allegations because of, I think, the intellectual dishonesty in that indictment. So I think the federal court is actually, I think, based on the precedent of the Clinton sock drawer case, where effectively Judge Jackson said that it is at the president's, her language, not mine, sole discretion as to what is and is not covered as a presidential record. I think the court will acquit him. But that's beside the point of the judgment that President Biden made. And if Trump's judgment was bad, President Biden's judgment is worse for actually bringing a prosecution. He should have done what Trump did.
President Biden didn't.
The stupid CNN anchor couldn't handle the Ramaswamy onslaught. Ramaswamy promised to pardon Trump if elected president as long as the former president is convicted, so Bash asked him about Trump's conviction and the condemnatory assessment that former Attorney General Bill Barr made of the case. This is selective prosecution, he said. It reeks of politicization. So I want to go back to the main question the media should really be asking. What did Biden say to Garland? What did Garland say to Jack Smith? That's what you need to find out. Ramaswamy blamed the media for failing to scrutinize the indictment, while Bash referred to the firewalls put in place by the Biden administration allowing the special counsel to work unimpeded. What do you think about this? Don't forget to watch other shocking news on the channel.